It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to, and that's what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to try to return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Michigan's offense will have first crack at this one. Ohio State pulled out a classic and won close over the Wolverines last season.
Yeah, it's so nice to know you got a team that in the biggest moments in the game, the huge rivalry game, your big game of the year, they can come up clutch and make those big plays. Ohio State did a year ago. Can this team handle the moment now against the new Michigan team?
Well, oftentimes in great rivalries like this, the game is going to go right down to the wire. And that loss last year, that really propelled Michigan this offseason. They did extra sprints. They spent extra time in the weight room. Fourth quarter, that was a major point of emphasis all offseason.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdown.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Fires to the middle. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Now the toss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Beck's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. Quarterback on the keeper. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. With jet sweep pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll give it to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Got him downfield. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and you can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Zings it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down for the tackle. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone.
energy, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Connection to the right. And oh, no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense has it, they're on the move. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover, they get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, the ground game. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to the run. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. He leaves it with his back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Hunt is on its way, and that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Just willed his way for a couple out to 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Michigan! Great job by the back on the option.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. He's got the back in the middle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A little screen to the running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Runs through a tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun 1st half to boot. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. I imagine we'll see top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Wants to fire on second down. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Touchdown, Wolverines! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Nice move to pick up yardage. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Wants to go up top on first down. Zips it out to his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got it on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lets one fly deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Looking to get it in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio State. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Michigan offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Makes the grab. After 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the 2nd half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Gonna take a shot. Snags it down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Motion from the wideout. Lost to throw again. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Ohio State, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Snap it to the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Punch it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They kick it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. But hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Trying the left side. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range. Well, let's see if they choose to go for it here. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
He'll try the left side.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Handoff from the gun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Use the play fake, now to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Ohio State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Running to the left. Got enough for the 1st. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the defense got him at the 27.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down. They're going to run it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. Makes him talk to the hand. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Caught kicking. And they spike it to stop the clock. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry